Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that is in tip-top shape. Mm-hmm. We're all looking good. We're all sexy and healthy.
Actually, so this is a total douchebag thing to say.
Okay.
The other day, I hadn't shaved in a little while. And I was like, man, I gotta like fucking shave this thing. Because like I went to the basketball game with my brother.
Okay.
The SU game. They won, which was cool, I guess. I've been watching an SU game in like 3 years, I think. Like, I know I'm from the area.
It's all people care about.
And
here.
it's all we have to look forward to in this town.
Right.
It just started to get warm again today.
Yeah.
And the snow's starting to melt. And tomorrow, we're supposed to get hit with like a blizzard again.
blizzard again.
So really, like, SU basketball and
gets
I guess
people through the
football,
winter.
It gets people through the winter.
That's right.
Into the spring. That March Madness.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, we were driving down by the campus looking for parking, and I hadn't been down there in a while. I'm just like looking at all the college kids.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, they're so tiny. Like, they're small. Like, and like none of them were wearing clothes, and it was probably 25, 30 degrees outside.
Did you just Kevin Nash indie workers?
I think I did.
On
like
the college kids.
Like, I'm looking around out the window, and I'm just like, what are they not feeding you?
Everything.
Apparently, because I remember growing up.
Well, everyone's like vegan now,
and that's kind of the thing. Because when we were growing up, you never heard about organic or vegan.
No.
I mean, like they were vegetarians and stuff, but like nobody gave a shit.
No,
it was like yeah, I eat salad 3 times a
my
day.
nutritionist
was
Little Deb.
Exactly, and she gave you the facts right on the back.
Exactly. Didn't have to read them.
Right. And like, I'm looking at all these kids and I'm like, all right, so like, I know people are more health conscious these days.
It is true.
And they're trying to not just jam whatever, food down their gullet. But
yeah.
They're like this tall. They're like that big. There's no height or meat to them.
No meat on them bones.
No meat on them bones.
Okay.
Real. And I'm just like, they're what? Like, when? What? How? What happened? Why?
I think it's the milk.
You think?
Yeah, like all the hormones and shit.
Like, I've always drank milk.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know, because you're younger than me, so
it's not by that much.
Yeah, I know, but like the 90s was a weird time. So
it was a weird time
for some milk, but
I drank all the milk in the 90s.
Did you? I never drank milk.
I always drank milk.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you a quick guy?
Quick?
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, we had it.
But you didn't go for it?
I mean, I was more about the milk that came, like, in the jug, pre-made.
Okay.
That was the good shit. Like, all that powdered BS.
Uh-huh.
We were more like the Hershey's, like, chocolate syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And then you'd like the little chocolate chunks down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You just, like, get a spoon and you just, like, eat. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, my childhood was good for a period. But, no, like, I'm looking around and I'm like, man, like, again, like, I'm 28. I'm not old. I stand by that.
Okay.
I'm not like I am older than some, but like let's be real. If you're 30 and under, you're not old.
Well, I feel old.
See, okay, don't worry, we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
But like, so I'm like, yeah, like I still feel young. I still act young to an extent. But like I'm looking around, like, just who the fuck are these kids, man? Like they look like kids. They are full-grown adults, and they look like kids.
No, that's debatable too.
Oh,
they
I
are
guess.
kids. They act like kids.
So like we're looking, we're walking around, and like I hadn't shaved in a little bit. And I'm like, it just ain't working. Like I look older. Like I feel not like in the moment I felt old. But then, like I had walked past, and this was going. Now that we're 5 minutes into the conversation here, we're going back to the original point you were making.
Right.
Like I had walked past the car window, and I saw my reflection. I was just like, nah, I look good.
Well, folks, it was a walk to get there, but boy, did it pay off.
Boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah. Yeah, so we talked a little bit about last week. I don't know. Did we talk about last week? I can't remember.
I think it was last week.
I've decided to do something.
Yes, you are going for a 6-month plan.
6-month plan. That's okay.
20
good.
pounds in 6 months.
Because
that was the goal.
This past week has been a blur, I tell you. So I can't remember what the hell.
Me.
Yeah, I can't remember what I said, which is about every week. But so I mentioned I got the Fitbit. I now have a new accessory. I've got a fancy band for it and stuff.
Yeah,
so now now it's more me.
There you go.
Yeah, personalized it exactly. This thing, I can't say enough good things.
Really?
I am 100% on board with the Fitbit. So
it
has kept me on track. It has kept me motivated. Every time I'm like, I really want that piece of cake. I'm like, I spent $100 on this thing. I can't have a piece of cake. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I never thought of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So through being poor, I'm motivating myself because I made the investment.
Invest in yourself.
That is 100% my motto. But I cut out sugar and I cut out carbs.
Yeah.
And 1 week later, because I started it the very next day, no booze, unfortunately.
No booze.
So you got a straight juggernaut here. So.
I think, and I was on a good, I think it was a 2 or 3 week run.
Yeah, dude, you were boozing.
I was. Oh man,
life was getting you down.
Life was getting me down, but the Miller Lite, or no, not Miller Lite, the Mick Ultra rather. I could get down with some Miller Lite.
Okay.
But the Mick Ultra was getting me up.
Was keeping you up?
No, it was getting me up.
Oh, it was getting you up.
Rock hard. That's what I was.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Congratulations at home.
No, but yeah, no, I was enjoying, I was enjoying having a beverage at the end of my night.
Okay. That was the thing you were doing.
Yeah, it was a good way to cap off the day.
But you're not.
I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah.
Because I agreed to do one of those 5Ks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking honk honk, big news dropped right here.
Yeah, well, it's not my first one. I've done them before.
Oh.
So
fuck.
But
you just took the wind out of that.
But the problem is I forgot about it.
Okay.
Like immediately after I agreed to do it. Like immediately agree. Like,
and then is it like tomorrow or something?
It's this weekend.
Oh.
Like straight up, completely forgot because I don't know. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. My brother texted me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to do? This is like it's the St. Patrick's Day run."
Okay.
He's like, do you want to do the Shamrock Run with me? And I was like, no.
I'll do the Shamrock Shake with you, brother.
Brother, when we get back on the road there.
There we go.
And all the machines are going to be broken.
They always are. What the fuck?
Fuck you, McDonald's. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, and he was
they're being cleaned.
Yeah, being
like,
cleaned. You don't clean shit. No. I've had a Big Mac before. Terrible. So he texts me. He's like, "Hey, I've got an open spot for the Shamrock Run. Do you want to do it with me?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
Not in the slightest.
Right. Not interested.
Not interested. And I was like thinking about it because I was like, because when I've been going to the gym, like cardio hasn't been my main focus. I've been doing the elliptical more. Just try to get some more motion.
Right.
Plus, I hate running.
Nobody likes running.
Nobody likes running. Like, why do we got to run?
People that like running are psychotic. I'm just saying. Like get over yourselves.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah.
So I've been running. Plus, because it's like anytime I go on a treadmill now, it seems like the treadmill is broken.
Something doesn't work.
Something doesn't work.
Whether it's like the heart rate monitor or whatever.
I don't worry about that. But like whenever I start to get into a groove when I'm on the treadmill, it seems like either I'm coming down too hard on it or the track is skipping because I end up kind of doing a stutter step and almost falling on my face. Yeah, I don't know. So to stop that,
you got to learn how to walk, buddy.
That's all I've been doing on the treadmill.
Oh, okay.
Is I'll walk for 5 minutes and go do like the elliptical for 25.
Okay.
But it's like the elliptical, you can get into like a slow groove and think that you're doing stuff, but you're really not.
Not really.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you're burning calories, you're getting a sweat going, but you're really not building your cardio up.
No.
So that's what I've been doing for like the past year.
The past year?
Yeah. It's just the elliptical for my cardio.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting ready for this thing for the past year.
No. I found out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So
and it's so 3 miles.
It's like 3.1 miles or some bullshit.
Have you hit the streets?
Oh, brother, it's been fucking snowing.
I mean, that's fair.
So I was like, nah, like I haven't been doing like cardio training, and I've been mostly focusing on like weight. So like, it's just not gonna work out.
You're probably gonna die.
I'm probably gonna die. So he was like, all right, that's fine. And then I was like, well, when is it? And he gave me the day. I'm like, all right, well, like what time does it start? And he's like, this time. And I'm like, if I don't do it with you, like, are you not going to have anybody else to do it with? He's like, probably not. And I'm like, are you going to still do it? And he's like, probably. So I'm like, I'll do it with you.
You'll bite the bullet.
I'll bite the bullet. I'll go with you. And I'll just probably, like, boom, race starts. I'm just going to go to the bar.
There's no bar. What bar?
No, there's bars everywhere. It's Tip Hill.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah.
So, like, the whole point is, like, you go... This is the thing I don't
understand.
You meant,
like, the bicycle bar or something that goes down the path.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a bike and just ride a bike. Be like, ha-ha, fucking losers!
There you go.
Yeah, but, like, this is the thing I don't get, too, is it's a 3-mile run, and then everybody goes to the bar after.
Yeah, you gotta get rehydrated.
I'm just go to the bar. Like, listen, like...
Well, no, because you gotta drink those, what are they, ultralights or whatever.
Yeah, the McUltras.
With the calories.
I could just go do that from the start and like support whatever disease we're trying to cure that day. Like, listen, we don't need to run 5K to raise awareness for cancer. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, first off, everyone knows about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is true, but like, I mean, okay, if running's your thing, like, that's fine. I support you. Like, I'll donate. Mm-hmm. But, like, why can't we just have, like, hey, let's just go to the bar and put money in the pot?
Do, like, a beer pong tournament for cancer.
No, fuck beer pong. Beer pong's stupid.
Well, I don't know.
It's stupid.
I don't know drinking games. I'm not with the kids.
The best drinking game that you can ever play, and this is a pro tip, it's called Drink the Beer.
Okay.
Because you know what you get when you win?
You drink the beer?
No. Yes, you drink the beer. And if you win, you get another beer.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. That's how it should be done.
Okay.
Drinking games are stupid.
Okay.
I was very antisocial in most of my college years. So
clearly.
Yeah, so I'm going to go run.
I was trying to help cancer.
So I got to go do this run. And I was like, man, like, I haven't really been in, like, the cardio mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've been trying to do that more this week. Like, I've been eating more carbs.
You could have taken my carbs.
Well, to be fair, I've been eating the same amount of carbs, which is still a lot of carbs. Haven't been drinking. So...
Fenton
would lose all the same time. Well,
because he doesn't drink.
Well, then I would play you, and it would all work out in the end.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, you would win probably because
you would fall over.
I would fall over.
Yeah. So you would win the battle.
I would win the battle.
Fenton would win
he
the
would
war.
have to drive me home though.
Okay. Well, then that's just a lose-lose for Fenton.
So yeah. So I'm not allowed to drink this week. Eating, trying to eat light.
Okay.
Lighter than what I have been.
Okay.
More protein and carbs, basically. It's been fine so far. It's only Wednesday. I already missed a lot of things. So, but hey, it's a first step.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
direction.
It's like going to AA. There's like 12 of those things.
Yeah.
So
I got to take at least like 3.1 miles worth
of steps
in a few days. So
I suggest getting a Fitbit.
I've got this watch,
and look,
it tells me how many steps I've taken today.
And how many steps did you take?
6,359.
You beat me. That didn't go the way I planned it. I'm at 5,651.
I think I also have this checking my. Let's see.
But it's a bullshit watch. It's not doing it correctly.
And I was active for an hour and a half.
Oh, did you go to the gym?
I did.
Okay, well, I didn't go to the gym, so there you go.
Go to the gym.
Because gym's expensive.
Well,
okay. Well, hold on.
Okay.
Here comes your white privilege. You don't have any kids.
I don't have kids.
So I've got to find a gym that has a daycare thing, and that is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, you have stuff here.
Yeah, but it's like buried, and I don't have any cardio here.
You get cardio.
I was trying to find some.
Where's your bike? You were supposed to get a bike.
Dude, it hasn't gone on sale yet.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Still waiting.
What about rollerblades? Would you rollerblade?
No, because it fucks up my back.
How does that fuck up your back?
Because I'm fat, and
okay,
and like trying to balance, like and do it, like the first thing to go is my lower back.
Okay.
Like it just says fuck you.
My dad used to rollerblade.
I believe it.
He got attacked by a dog.
Oh yeah.
True story.
Cool story, bro. But actually, we have been looking. Like I've been looking on Craigslist and the Facebook Market thing for
How is the Facebook Market?
Um,
Because I've heard that's where like the psychopaths go to sell their stuff.
Kind of. It's one of those things where if you want to buy something used at market value,
right,
that's where you go.
I feel like most of the stuff that I've seen on the Facebook Marketplace, somebody has probably licked.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because, like, Craigslist, you know, you can get murdered buying something from Craigslist.
But listen, just don't be stupid. Like, meet at the Starbucks.
Meet at the Starbucks. Yeah,
right.
yeah. Don't invite them into your house.
No, not at all.
You know, with Facebook, I feel like that's the type of thing where, like, this person's got a bunch of doll hairs in their drawer.
Well, not only that, but, like, the thing with Facebook is you can see who the person is.
Oh, sure.
Like, you could, like, if Joe Schmo is selling you a goddamn fucking Apple computer or whatever, you can click on his profile and be like, oh, he likes to burn dogs. Let's not do that.
It's true though.
Yeah. So what we've been trying to do is find like a used elliptical.
Okay.
But like the ones that are not just bicycle pedals put on a fucking ball.
Right.
The ones that are actually useful, people are like, yeah, we want. Let's see, this one normally goes for $600 brand new. I'll sell it to you for $550. It's like no,
that's
fuck
no.
you.
Yeah.
Like $200, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And most people are like, no. And then I'm like, well, then I'm sitting here with no elliptical. And that's been my thing. And then we've checked some of the thrift stores. It is hard for somebody who's on a budget out there to get in shape. That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I feel like you're not wrong.
I need either A, my bike to go on sale,
right,
so I can buy it. B, for these gyms to lower their goddamn prices, because who the fuck can afford $80 a month to go to a goddamn gym?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to be fat? I'm supposed to, roll downstairs?
I mean, that'd probably help you with the cardio a little bit.
To roll downstairs?
I mean, it's a movement.
I mean, I guess.
An object in motion stays in motion.
And, yeah. But with all that being said, just cutting out carbs and sugar, I'm down 6.5 pounds.
Really?
Yep.
Carbs, see, the sugar I can do without.
Mm-hmm.
Carbs it's tough.
It's tough.
Because it's one of those things that you don't realize how much you eat.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the first thing we made the first night was like, okay, well, let's do something healthy. Let's do like a nice, we'll take a bunch of vegetables and we'll put them in a bowl and we'll make like Mexican bowls and stuff like that. Oh, wait, there's supposed to be rice in that. Shit, can't have rice.
Do couscous.
Well, what we did was we did cauliflower.
Oh,
and mashed that up.
Yeah,
as rice. It was pretty good.
Delicious.
It was pretty good.
Cauliflower is great.
Let me tell you, we've been pounding some sweet potatoes.
Oh, yeah?
Some sweet potatoes so goddamn good and good for you. It's amazing.
You know what you really got to do is like you get a sweet potato and you get a little dish like maple syrup and then some like cinnamon sugar and just like put it all together and mix it up. Oh, man.
I know, that's really fucking good, but I can't have that.
Oh, man, you should try it at least once.
No, I've tried it before.
Just a little taste.
Every time we go to the Texas Roadhouse, we get the sweet baked potato, and you're goddamn right. I want some fucking cinnamon sugar and marshmallows on that motherfucker.
Right.
But I digress. I can't have that.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then the sugar withdrawal.
Was
a son of a bitch.
I don't think I'd really go through if I cut that out.
You don't think, but man, it fucking hits you hard.
How though?
Super irritable.
I mean, I'm usually irritable.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, Christy. And then also, like, you're just really, really, really fucking tired.
I'm always tired.
Okay, well then, you'd be fine.
So it would just be par for the course.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like, I wake up now and I'm pretty fucking pissed off because, like, the cats wake me up. And then, like, it's like, now I got to go to work. Mm-hmm. I got to leave my bed. And I was like all snuggled up, and my pillow.
Yeah, I don't sleep anymore, so like I don't know what that is. Like I the thing with the Fitbit is it tracks your sleep.
I was gonna say, like, have you been tracking your sleep?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Average of 4 hours.
Okay, that's
4 hours, but it's not like a straight 4 hours. It's like a 1 like, here, 2 there, yeah, it's 30 like minutes there,
like increments, and then like a spike, like, oh hey, you're awake, and then nope, now you're sleeping. And it's like, boom, you're awake again.
So it shows in red when you wake up, and then it shows in like light blue when you're in REM sleep, and then it shows in dark blue when you're in fucking deep sleep. And mine looks like a fucking rainbow. Like it's crazy. It's just all over the place.
That is one thing I do kind of miss when I had my Fitbit, because this thing
is a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. I mean, it just settles it right there, I guess. Yeah.
Well, you bought it open box.
I did not realize that it came anything but open box.
And then it didn't work.
It's still. I mean, I can tap it. That I got a little notification saying that I retweeted myself.
Okay.
And that I get tweets. I can talk to people on the phone through my watch. So I'm like Dick Tracy.
Okay. Well, mine will only give me messages. So
if you call me, I could be like, oh shit, where are the criminals at?
So you only sort of look like a psychopath,
right? Which I'm cool.
Look like an asshole talking to your watch.
Yeah. Like I was actually at. I was in a meeting at work one day. And, like, my phone's on silent, but, like, my watch starts ringing.
Right.
And I just kind of looked down at it, and I didn't realize that it did that.
Uh-huh.
So, like, for 3 minutes, I'm just sitting there staring at my watch as it's ringing. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? How can I answer you? How? And then, like, everyone's just, like, looking at me like, are you going to turn that off? Or are you going to let it keep ringing? Like, something needs to happen. We're all very curious and want this to end. So just like, oh, boop, oh, I just fucking killed it. There you go. I will say one thing, though. The alarm feature on it is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because on the Fitbit, my old one.
Silent alarm. Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, this is a silent alarm, too.
Okay.
But on the Fitbit, all I had to do was, like, tap it twice.
Uh-huh.
And then I could also put, like, a snooze feature in there and all that. So it was, like, very easy to manage. So, like, if I didn't want to wake up, I could just be like, boom, boom, boom. Like, like, boom. So this, it'll, like, start buzzing. Sometimes I'll feel it. Sometimes I won't, which is kind of concerning.
Yeah, you might be having a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't know sometimes.
Is it the left arm or the right arm? I can't remember.
The problem is you can't just, like... Because usually to, like, put the watch to sleep, you have to, like, just, like...
Take it to the vet.
Yeah, just take it to... God. No, you should just, like cover it up with your palm, and it just goes dark.
Oh, so like a calculator where you cover up the solar panels, and it'll just go dark. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's buzzing or whatever, you just do that, and it stops buzzing.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that with the alarm. It's like, I gotta find the right... fucking button on the screen to tell it to stop.
Maybe that's a good thing, and it'll get you up out of your fucking
bed.
But
you don't know how many times I've just ripped my watch off and just hucked it under the bed and said, fuck it, eventually it'll stop, or the cat will get to it and drag it out of the room.
And then on the wood floor, you just hear brrr.
Yeah, it is
brrr.
I'm like, this is just not, so I just, like, stop turning it on at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
it's
times.
not the best. Fossil. If you're gonna just go with the Samsung or the Apple, I don't know how the Apple's one or a Fitbit. Yeah,
dude, this thing is amazing. Like, I'm super impressed with it.
Yeah.
This is the Charge 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm assuming you had the Charge 1.
I had, like, the first one.
Yeah, no, the like the technology.
Mine was a legit Fossil by the time I lost it.
Yeah, I gave that to the wife because I had that too.
Oh, okay.
So I upgraded, and then she got the old one.
It's just
gift keeps on giving.
It's like a hand me over.
Yeah. Okay. Because I don't talk down to women, so.
I mean, okay, you know what? Yeah, that was a better way to put it than what I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. You're very socially conscious.
Exactly.
Jesus, is that what water does to you?
Or lack of booze.
Or lack of, yeah, I mean, one and the same, basically.
One of the two, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I heard you got some stories to tell.
I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Because I figured with you not drinking, maybe you can, like,
give an honest answer.
Yeah, give an honest answer, or like kind of analyze I'm looking.
I mean, I could do that when I am drinking too. It's just be a different.
It's a completely different response.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for you to be like the Billy Crystal to my Bob De Niro.
I don't get that reference.
Moving on. Okay. So that was for like the 3 people watching.
All right.
So we had an experience this weekend.
Okay.
Christy and I.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. And it was one of those things where like it's very insignificant.
Okay.
In retrospect. But like it still kind of affected me. Like in a weird part of my soul.
Did you guys get like somebody to come in
and just watch from the corner?
Either that or participate.
No.
Or whatever the case may be. You know, you get something that will never leave.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay. Well, anyway.
So it was like Saturday night, and you know we were looking for something to do because we're trying to be more sociable with the world.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't do that. Stay home.
You know, well. After the story, I was like, maybe we should just stay home.
Yeah, just stay home.
Maybe
it's so much better.
Yeah,
cheaper too.
It is, but yeah, I mean, like you know, we don't have kids, so we can
clearly
we've got. Yeah, clearly.
White privilege.
I don't know if that's white privilege.
Yeah, think about it.
I am. It doesn't make sense. So we've been trying to make an effort to like go out more and like do stuff, and so. It was like Saturday night, and like I just got back from like the basketball game, and I was like, "So what are we gonna do tonight?" And like we hadn't really eaten in a while, and it was like, "Well, you know, like, we can go out, you know, I mean, you know," and then sort of like the Kevin Graham go-to special. So I was like, "I want to go
Fridays."
No, I was gonna say like you know dinner and a movie.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the perfect blend of 2 things I really enjoy: food and movies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say food and not talking to your girlfriend.
I mean, we have that option. I know, you know, for those of you out there just starting to date, it is a great option because, it, you know, you have limited time talking, and then you have lots of time in a dark room with a bunch of strangers, not talking, but you're still together. So it's like you're having a shared experience when really all you're doing is just recognizing the fact that you have no social skills and can't talk to women.
Right.
I am not that guy. I enjoy movies, and I enjoy enjoying them with good company.
Okay, moving on.
So we're like, yeah, so, you know, okay, yeah, let's go do dinner and movie, I guess. But, like, what's playing? So, like we looked through the movies, and it was like, well, you know, we can go see the movie where the lady bangs the fish, or we can go see, you know, like, Jumanji's playing still. It's like, you know.
The Rock, it's got to be
Rock.
good.
Yeah, it's got to be good. It's got The Rock in it. How can it be
Exactly.
bad? So, and then I uttered, well, she goes, okay, so, like, where do you want to go eat? And I uttered a phrase that I never really thought I would ever say.
Okay.
It's not really far-fetched to me to have said it.
Okay.
But just like the fact that I said it kind of made me go, whoa, what's happening to me? She's like, so we're going to go to eat. And I was like, oh, well, we got that gift card to the Cheesecake Factory with the 2 free pieces of the cheesecake. We should go there. And I was just like, wait, what?
So, okay, well, let's break this down a little bit. So are you more shocked at yourself that you went so heavy on a dessert, or are you more shocked at yourself that you were that fucking frugal that you're like, let's use this gift card?
I think it's just the idea of the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, okay.
Because here's the thing. I don't know what the Cheesecake Factory is. I don't understand it.
Like, have you been there before?
We have been there together.
That's right, we
have.
Yes. On a bro date.
It was a bro date with our respective women.
Oh, that was a double date.
It was. It wasn't just us.
I don't remember things. You gotta give me context.
So, yeah, it was just because like I don't like.
Oh
what?
yeah, I got the chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah. We saw it's the fucking stupid Batman movie after.
Oh God, why did we do that?
I don't know. But like I don't like what is the Cheesecake Factory? Like I know it, like I know it's a restaurant.
Yes.
And like the big thing is the cheesecake.
Is it though?
I don't know.
That's
it would seem that way.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be an unpopular thing to say. But
shoot from the hip, my friend.
I'm gonna shoot from the hip. Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Cheesecake. It's terrible.
I I can't say that I disagree.
It's bad.
However,
it looks delicious.
We will. This is very.
Am I jumping ahead?
This is you're kind of jumping ahead here. So, but I can't say that I disagree.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I don't get the Cheesecake Factory. Like for me, it's a place that like old people and families go.
If they can afford it, yeah, because it's really expensive.
It is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, let's go use the gift card because we got like a bunch of gift cards for Christmas or whatever. So we drive out there and we go to the mall and we get there and there's always a fucking wait.
Well, yeah,
which I don't get
because they don't staff the place.
Which I learned when we got there. But like every time I go by, like there's always people just like
sitting out on the ramp.
Looking like they're just like sitting in the rain and their balloon just popped.
I just want my
looking
cheesecake.
I just want my cheesecake and my fucking apps. And I'm just like, why here though? Like there's so many better places to go in this town.
Yes. One place that we rediscovered recently, because I got the big tax return and I took the family out and had a good time and all this stuff. We went to the Gordon Beers.
Oh yeah, see, that's a good place. You can get a decent burger.
A decent burger, and let me tell you, their sweet potato fries are off the goddamn chain.
Yeah, a little maple syrup and some cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, they didn't have that shit. However, one thing I will say about this place, it's the second time I've been there, and both times they seem to have run out of crayons for the kids.
No, they don't stock them.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like you never had them in the first place.
You don't just run out of crayons. It's not a place where kids normally go.
The Wife's Cheesecake is way better than the Cheesecake Factory.
I could agree with that.
Have you had my wife's cheesecake?
Maybe.
What have you been doing with my wife's cheesecake?
I don't know, man. So we get to the Cheesecake Factory, and there's like a line of people, and I'm just like, shit.
Right.
So we go, we're like, okay, how long is the wait? And they're like, 60 to 80 minutes.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, what is our cutoff? And Christy was like, it's good. Because like it was like 5:30, and the movie wasn't until like 9. So we had time.
Oh, so you had time. Okay.
Yeah, so they give us the buzzer. And I want to point this out. It's 2018. Everybody has a cell phone.
Yep.
Most restaurants have implemented this already.
Fridays.
As soon as your table's ready, boom, you get a text message.
You can go do shit.
You can go do shit. So they give us the buzzer, and I'm like, what can I do with this right now?
Right.
And they go, you can take this, you can leave the area, but you can only go from Saks Fifth Avenue to Nordstrom's.
Right.
I'm like, okay. That's, I feel like we got some distance in there.
Right.
So we walk out, and we're like, all right, so we don't want to sit here and wait for an hour and a half.
Obviously, yeah.
So let's go walk around, and we step out, and I look to my right, and I'm like, okay, there's Saks Fifth Avenue, and I look to my left, and I'm like, and here's Nordstrom's. And I'm like, so their range is all of 25 feet.
Yes.
Which makes a lot of sense because there's just a bunch of miserable families sitting out in front of the fucking restaurant.
That is why there's always miserable motherfuckers.
And every dad is like, I'm not, and you just know, like, every dad is like, I'm not going to go because we're going to walk away and our table is going to be ready and I'm not going to get the buzz.
Right.
And then we're going to miss our table reservation and then we're going to have to fucking go to McDonald's and the shake machine's going to be broken and then Tyler is going to fucking cry the entire way home.
Because he got the girl's toy and not the boy's toy.
And his sister ate his nugget. And it just turns into like, and then like the parents get divorced and then the kids just end up being miserable their entire lives. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
So, and I look at Christy, I'm like, all right, like we got an hour. Like, let's be real. Like, let's go walk around. So we walked around the mall for like 45 minutes. And we're like, well, that was fun. Let's just go back. Within 10 minutes of being back to the restaurant, like our buzzer went off.
Oh.
And we were like, fucking score.
Right.
Like, this is starting to work out in our favor.
Right,
all right.
right.
So we go in, give the guy my buzzer. He goes, okay, I'll be right with you. 5 minutes later, the guy comes up to me. He goes, did your buzzer go off?
Like, motherfucker.
And I'm like, I literally just gave it to you. And he goes, you gave it to me? And I'm like, you just took it from my hand not 5 minutes ago. And he goes, oh, okay, hang on. And then like 5 minutes later, somebody's like, who are you? And I'm like, Kevin. And you're like, okay, come with us.
Oh, okay.
So we go and we sit. Our fucking waiter, man. He didn't know what to expect. He was like he was older, but it was like he's seen some shit tonight.
Okay.
So he's because so we sit down, and he's like, he takes Christy's like order, and then like he looks at me and he goes, all right, and what do you have? And I'm like, I'll get like the fish tacos, and he goes, okay. And I'm like, I was like, does something come with them? And he goes, oh no, I just yeah, I'll get those right out to you. I'm like, wow.
That guy.
And I'm like, are you having a night? He's like, it's kind of crazy out here. I heard it was kind of crazy. Like there, and he just goes, there's some stuff going on right now, and just walks away. And I'm like, oh boy. So. And I'm looking around the place, and I'm like, and again, this is all comes back to like, why is like, what is it like? This place doesn't really call like Cheesecake Factory out to me.
Sure.
It looks like it's trying to be like a really fancy restaurant. Everything's like dimly lit, but like kind of like overwhelming at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, and then they give you like the goddamn Bible that is the menu.
Right. Which you got to take 20 minutes just to read.
Just to read the goddamn thing. And a lot of their stuff is like I mentioned, the cheesecake is not good, but a lot of their regular stuff is not good. No, well.
I mean we got a bunch of appetizers which were good because they were different, and then but like my meal was like subpar at best, I'd say, but whatever. I'm not much to complain on that front. I'm like, food, happy,
right?
So we're getting ready to wrap up, and he's like, you guys want dessert? And I was like, oh boy, do we.
Right.
We got 2 free coupons. So, we're like, yeah. So we ordered 2 cheesecakes to go.
Right.
Because it was like getting kind of late. And we're like, all right, well, we still got to get the tickets and then go get, snacks and stuff for the movie, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to, motherfucker, I'm getting popcorn when I go to the movies.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then we also had to like walk to the car, drop off the food, walk back.
Oh, okay. You didn't bring it with you to snack on in the theater.
It would have been a better idea.
Okay.
And plus, I had to get like something fixed with like my Regal card because that's been fucked up.
Oh,
and like
okay.
I just keep accumulating more cards. I'm just like, can you do something with this? Because like I have 5 cards and like one of them work and I don't know which one it is.
Please help.
So, like I really need an adult in this situation. Right. I've tried emailing you, but it doesn't work apparently. So he's like, okay, so like you want cheesecakes to go? Then I take it. We're like, yes, we would love to have our cheesecakes to go if that is a possibility. Yes. So he goes and he fixes the bill, he takes our order, and he comes. He drops a bag of food off. We pay him, and we're like, thanks.
Right.
So we leave. We go drop off the food in the car. We walk back. We go to the movies. Now something happened.
Okay.
On our way to the movies. It was fucking weird.
Okay.
So we go and we go through like the ticket taker, and he's like, okay, and because like Jumanji's been out for like 3 months now, it's like the theaters which you gotta like go downstairs,
that has
into
like
the
5
far
seats.
alcove. Yeah, it's like a tiny theater. So we go through a ticket taker. We get maybe 10-15 yards ahead of him. And we just hear, and it's kind of like dead at this time.
Sure.
We just hear, hey guys. We're like,
us?
Yeah, us? He goes, yeah. So just so you're aware, there are some teenagers that are gonna be down there. If you guys have any problem with them, just come right up and let us know, and we will take care of it for you.
Oh.
And we're like, okay.
What, are they banging or something?
Well, no. I mean, but like we walked away, and like we were kind of just like standing there, like.
So do they know that there's gonna be like? Do they know these people?
No. But like the point that kind of dawned on us was, holy shit, we're now at that age. Where we can potentially be bothered by hoodlums of a certain age.
Yes. That is such,
and we just kind of looked
such the fucking right word.
And we just kind of looked at him like, or we looked at each other and we were just like, what happened to us? Where did, when, how, why? Like, when did we become the people who the adults say, hey, just so you know, there's some kids in the area. You come let us know if you're having any trouble with them, and we will send them right out. You know, we are here for you. I feel like 10 years ago, I was those kids.
Yeah, you were those assholes.
Like we were those assholes who would go to the theater. We would sit in the back. We would tell dick and fart jokes, and throw popcorn at each other. You know, and like the fucking ticket takers would have to come in and just like stand in the corner, like, you fucking kids, you better not be causing fucking problems when this movie starts. Or
you better not be bringing cardboard cutouts into the movie theater.
Which, you know, it usually happens with adults, I find. But no, like, I was those kids. I turn to get, how old is this? Yeah. So Christy turned to me as she's saying in the chat. She goes, how old does this guy think we are? I'm like, I don't know.
Like 30s, probably.
Apparently, but like, is that the age where it's like, if you need anything at all, sir, you come find me.
Well, have you shaved at this point?
At this point, I had not shaved.
Okay, well, that's probably a big deal about that. Okay, so you gotta clean yourself up, brother. But I would say, like, there does come a time in everyone's life,
right,
where I don't know if it's weird for me in this situation to talk about it, because typically when I'm going to the movie theater, like, I've got a fucking kid under my arm. I'm holding a box of popcorn.
Kids, like, I'm
looking miserable as fuck.
Yeah.
And everybody already knows, like, oh, this guy ain't having fun.
No.
Like, he's there so that the kids can shut up.
The guy, I mean, I guess I kind of figured the guy was around the same age as we are, should say.
See, that made I don't know, like, part of me thinks, like, he knows those kids. Like, those kids are always causing trouble.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, like, he's just like, oh, these fucking kids.
Well, that was the thing. Like, as we were walking down to the theater, I was like, what do you think they're doing? Like, well, and I went through it. I was like, you think they're banging?
Right.
You know, because, I mean, like, that's what
listen.
That is what I assume
if
people do.
If you need a safe space. To
do your banging?
To do your banging. And if if both parents are like, you can't do the banging,
right,
where are you going to go?
Exactly. So it was like, were they banging? Maybe they're banging. Maybe they're banging right now. It was like, do you think they got drugs? Do you think they would sell us drugs if we asked? Like, I mean, this might work out in our favor.
Who knows? It's gonna be a good night.
We might have a hookup after this.
All right.
You know, we'll watch some Jumanji, smoke some pot, eat some popcorn. Boom, we had a fucking night of our lives.
It'll actually be funny.
Yep. Well, highly recommend.
Really?
Oh my God. Jumanji, highly could not recommend it more.
Really?
Yeah. It's fantastic.
All right, well,
it is
dollar theater.
In terms of a video game movie, one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Really?
It's probably the best video game movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's very self-aware.
Oh, okay.
It knows what it is and it plays to that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So we get to the theater, and I mean, like, the kids are just being kids, like, they're in the back giggling, you know, falling over each other, you know. But then, like, more people a lot of people actually filed into the movie theater.
Oh, really?
And then we started thinking, like, do these people know about the kids? like, did they get the icky? Like, were they pre-warned? Right? Like, are we gonna have like an army of fucking ticket takers coming down here and ushering these kids out because they're being hooligans, and ruffians, and causing a disturbance? But no, like, they were fine. Like they understood the deal. Like, we're gonna act like assholes because we're 16,
right?
And then we're gonna watch the movie. We might bang. You know, I don't know what kids do. I mean, I wasn't doing that when I was 16, but whatever.
No,
but like banging in a movie theater, of course not. I was a good boy.
Okay.
You know, like, the movie plays, no problems, and boom, we're gone.
Okay.
So it was fine. But I was like, fuck, like that was like a shock to the system.
Right.
So I was like, damn. All right. So, like,
you know, there's gonna be more of that. More of that to come.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I don't know if Christy can comment on this in the chat, but, like, the wife always gets upset when somebody calls her ma'am.
Oh.
And like she's like, when the fuck did I become a ma'am? When did I get that old?
See, now let me ask you this: does ma'am become something that you refer to once you hit a certain age or a certain maturity level?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know the social etiquette.
Because I call a lot of people sir.
That's a respectful thing.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't comment on the ma'am thing because I'm not a ma'am or a lady, so I don't know how that plays.
Could be if you really wanted to.
It's America. Right. Do whatever I want.
Whatever you associate with.
Yeah, I just got to be ready to be judged for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're reflecting on the movie and reflecting on the experience, and we're like, man, like, are we getting to that age? Like, is that happening to us now? Like, I don't know. And I go, but you know what I do know? So we got some fucking cheesecake in the car. But you know what we don't have? Blakely says Miss is preferable. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So like, but you know what we don't have at home is some milk.
Oh, you're going milk.
You gotta go get milk.
Right.
You know, can't have cheesecake without milk.
Uh-huh.
So get in the car, you know, it's like, well, it's like 11:30, what's open? Probably burned dairy.
Burned dairy,
which is even better because they got the milk in the glass, which I love.
Right.
So we go in, I get a glass jug of 2% and a glass jug of chocolate.
Okay.
Best fucking milk you'll ever have in your life.
Like combine them?
You could if you wanted to. I don't know why, because the chocolate milk's already combined technically. I mean, at that point, you're just diluting the chocolate.
Is that like zebra milk?
It's just no. It's fine. Whatever. we're just gonna get over this hump. You know. What I would say is like I know my milk. I've been drinking milk my whole life. Like, this is great fucking milk. So I'm like, I'm even more jazzed, because before I was like, you know, like with cheesecake, like I'm trying to be better about what I'm eating, but I'm like,
not really.
I'm like, this could be it though. This could be the last hurrah. Like, well, you know, we had all this food, I had a big bowl of popcorn. So
like, you're gonna die?
No,
like last hurrah?
Like, and then after that moment, after that day,
Kevin Smith, you gonna have a heart attack?
God no, no. I just I just go on the straight and narrow when it comes to my diet and everything. So. So we're driving home, and and I'm like, here's the milk. I gotta go take a piss. Let's get this cheesecake ready.
Okay.
Come out. There's 2 boxes sitting on the table. I open them up, and I'm like, these are the leftovers. So I pop those back in. I put them in the fridge. Pull out the other thing. And I'm like, this is the other leftovers. Pop that out. I open up the fridge, and I'm like, Christy must have taken them in the other room. I'm like, hey, you got the cheesecake over there? She goes, no, they're on the kitchen table. I'm like, no, they're not. She goes, what do you mean they're not? I'm like, they're not on the kitchen table.
Oh, no.
She goes, what do you mean they're not on the kitchen table? I just put them on the kitchen table. I'm like, damn. I was like, no, that was the appetizers. She goes, what about the other thing in the fridge? I'm like, that was your leftovers. She goes, I don't have the cheesecakes. I just go, what? Here's the thing. I'm a 28-year-old man. I have a master's degree.
Yes.
A
lot of schooling.
I went to school for 6 years. I got a lot of education. I have a well-paying job. I have done some great things in my life. When I heard that there was no cheesecake, I proceeded to just lay down in the middle of my kitchen and just curl up in a little ball and just tried and I tried to hum myself to sleep. It was the most insignificant thing that probably has ever happened to me in my life. But in that moment, I felt like somebody had just kicked me right in the dick.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least if there's a silver lining.
Is there?
If there's a silver lining, at least you didn't pay for the cheesecakes that weren't there.
No. And Christy did call the following day. And she was like, which is weird in itself, too.
To call
and to be like, listen, we ordered some cheesecake. We didn't get our cheesecake.
Right.
And I was like, I feel like that's a weird thing. But
yeah, but that's the Italian in her.
Well, I mean, it was the right thing to do because they were like, well, what's your address? We'll send you a gift card.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was like, because in my head, I'm like, it's just weird. Like, are we being petty? I mean, we're calling about free cheesecake that we lost. Well, and then she was like, gift card. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we're going back to Cheesecake Factory.
More disappointment.
To look forward to.
I don't know. I'm kind of with her on that because, like, I am a big proponent of if I pay for a service and I do not receive that service, I will not let that go.
And that's the thing, too. And because, like, the fact that all of that happened, again, I went, like, are we getting to an age? Because
get off my lawn,
kind of the get off my lawn thing. Because okay, so last Thursday, right? We had that big snowstorm,
right? Yeah.
So, like, I got let out of work at like 3:30. So I was like, I looked out the window. I'm like, there's a ton of fucking snow out there. And I'm like, it's got to be like killed in my driveway right now.
Right.
Christy was working from home. So I'm like, how's the driveway? She's like, I can't see the front of my car. I'm like, all right, I'm calling. And at this point, I'm like, there's got to be a couple of feet. I'm calling a plow.
Right.
Like, it's.
Oh, okay. So you're going to pay the money in.
Going to pay the money. I've got a snowblower, but I'm like, I'll be out there for a couple of hours. It's not how I want to spend my evening. I just want to get warm, snuggle up, have some food, and go to sleep.
Right.
That's all I want to do. So, I'm like, we'll call a plow. So I went on, there's that Plows and Mows app.
I don't know what this is.
It's an app. People have recommended to me.
Okay.
Where you just sign up and you say, this is where I live. This is how much snow is in my fucking driveway. This is how big my driveway is.
Come plow it.
Okay.
And then they give you like a quote.
They give you a quote. You can accept. And they go, there's somebody on their way.
Okay.
5 hours later.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which I'm like, you know what? Oh, okay. It's the first time I've used the app. It's a fucking blizzard out there. They're probably backed up today. It makes sense.
Right.
8:30. It's a little late, but whatever. So they go through. They leave. A couple things I noticed. I don't know if they could have sent a bigger truck. Literally, the biggest truck they could have sent is what they sent.
Like the highway plows?
Like, I live in the second floor apartment.
Right.
I look out my window and I look down, and almost level with my kitchen window is the top of the truck.
Wow.
And I'm just like, what the shit? Like, I could action scene, jump out this window onto the truck, get in, and just be like, fucking punch it, Rick, we gotta get out of here, and just be out of there.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard slide on that
straight up Dukes of Hazzard slide. It was so big they couldn't get into my back carport.
Okay.
They couldn't get through. So, like, they were out there trying to dig out all the cars and stuff, and I'm pretty sure they just said, fuck it, and then just bailed.
Right.
So I go out and I check. And I'm like, for $70.
70?
Yeah.
70?
I got a big driveway, you got to remember. And there was like 2 feet of snow.
Fuck you. Get your ass out there and snowblow.
Believe me, I'm aware of
70?
70.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you say you ain't got no disposable income. Fuck you. Fuck you.
In my head, I'm like, at the time, it was worth it. In the moment, because I'm like, $70 is well worth staying in my sweatpants and on my couch. Hey, so I go out there and I'm like, it's passable. It's not great. And like, I walk down to the end of my driveway and I just look over, and there's just a giant snowbank sitting in the middle of my neighbor's sidewalk. And I'm like, this was not here before. I know that for a fact. And like, there was one part where like I saw him backing out weird, and I'm like, I wonder what they just did. Turns out they just shoved a bunch of shit into my neighbor's fucking sidewalk is what they did. So, and in my head, I'm like, I don't like my neighbors.
Oh, okay. So it's like an added bonus?
Well, here's the thing. We haven't had a good rapport with them.
Okay.
However, I'm like, that's kind of fucked up.
It's still fucked up.
It's still fucked up because like they didn't ask for that, and now like that's more work that they got to do, or even worse, like that's more work that I got to do.
Right, because they'll bitch at you.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to be out here for 3 hours breaking down a snowbank because these fucking assholes. Like the whole reason why I called these guys, so I wouldn't have to do shit like this.
Anything, yeah.
So like the next day, I messaged the app.
Right.
And I'm just like, look, you guys fucking did a terrible job.
Right.
And I'm like, there's a huge snowbank. Like, here's like something's got to happen here.
Right.
Like, the next day I get a message from the guy, and he's like, oh, like we're sorry that happened. Like, send us pictures. So I sent pictures, and he's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And I'm like, what do you
mean?
Like, what do you mean? He's
You
like,
have a truck.
He's like, well, with property damage and the risk of that, like there's nothing we could do. We could give you a discount on a future
Fuck you
thing. And I'm like, motherfucker, I work in retail. I know how that shit works.
Right.
You're like, oh, here's a 15% discount. Yeah, then I go back and I spend $100 on a future service, and then you basically still make more money.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck that. And I'm like, nah. And I'm like, fuck this. So like, I rated him poorly. And like the whole time I'm doing this, I'm like, if this was like 5 years ago, I would just have been like, what the fuck ever. But now I'm like at that, because again, like I'm at that age where I'm like this, like I just want to complain about the service. This was bad. I want a refund. I feel like I was not taken care of.
I think it's a not necessarily a self-confidence thing, but you're not the young kid that doesn't know anything anymore.
I have some experience, and and I kind of know how things are.
You know how things are supposed to work. It's not like if you were a 21-year-old and that happened, you're like, oh well, I guess that's what they're supposed to do.
Well, if I was a 21-year-old, I would have been like, I can't afford this shit.
Well, that's very fair.
Wait till it snow melts.
I'm almost a goddamn 30-year-old and I can't afford that shit. Holy Christ!
So to kind of like finish off the story, so I give a bad rating,
right?
And so because you can rate in two ways, you can rate the service, and then you can rate the conversation you had through email.
Oh, so terrible.
So I rated the service bad, and I explained why.
Yep.
And then I rated the email bad, and I explained why.
Right.
I was like, I think it's kind of ridiculous that you guys did such a poor job, and you really gave no real solution no solution to the problem.
Right.
So like the next day I get an email from a guy who's like a service, or like he's like one of like the tech people, and in the heading on the email is just like, what happened? And I'm like, and he's like, hi, like I work for the Plows, and like I always want to follow up when there's a bad review, because I want to figure out a way that we can maybe help, and to kind of get that to a 5-star rating. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm like, I work with a company that sells products. Like, I know how that shit works, and you don't hide bad reviews. You embrace those and make your shit better. Like that's what you're supposed to do. So, and I'm typing up an email to explain what happened. And I'm looking at the thing, and there's like a bunch of people tagged on the email. And I'm like, oh, these just must be like people within the company. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, why the fuck are there 65 people tagged on this email?
Holy shit.
So I hit more info, and it's like all of the customers from the past like 3 days that had given a bad review.
Oh man.
And I'm like, and I literally put it in the bottom of my email. So like I ran them down and like all the shit that happened. And then I'm like, and the final thing I said was like, also, dude, do you not BCC your mass emails?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Like, everybody's going to get a bunch of accidental reply alls now, because there's never a fucking time, ever, where somebody sends a mass email and a recipient doesn't reply all.
Right.
It always happens.
Yeah.
So...
So now you're telling him how to run his business, too.
Oh, my God. So, like an hour later, I go back into my inbox, and it's just full of people bitching. It's like people like your service, like I've done your service before, it was fine, but this time it was just bad. Like nobody cared. They just sped through it. I didn't get my money's worth. And it's like a bunch of those right in a row. And then there's somebody who's like, why am I getting so many response emails? What's happening? And it's like all these old people like people, you got to stop emailing us, like email the other people, like also. And then people are like, stop replying all, just email the person directly. And I'm just sitting back fucking laughing. And then like people are tag teaming in the email chain. Like one woman's like this is just a poor service and I'm not happy with it, and everybody here should be getting their money back. And then like somebody responded to her, they were like, amen, Carolyn. And she's like, the way I see it is you broke confidentiality and you now owe at least $3,200 in refunds. When can I expect the money back in my account?
Goddamn right.
And I'm like, I need to fucking walk away. This is I'm not at that age level for this yet. Yeah, so that was my weekend.
Well, okay. Well, if you at home want to either A, tell us that you feel like what the appropriate age is that Kevin should be feeling this way, because he is a little young, in my opinion, to be feeling this way. So maybe you should give him an appropriate age.
I don't know. Maybe I should just embrace it.
Or if you want to send us a mass email about how terrible our service is, you can hit us up on Facebook at Brainwreck Show.
Yes, find us on Twitter at Brainwreck Show, same as Instagram, same as the email brainwreckshow@gmail.com, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe this shit.
We got big plans coming up.
I was gonna say, do we say what we're doing?
Just kind of do a...
Be on the lookout. We haven't done a daily rec in a little while because like
we've been busy,
life and busyness, and plus we've stopped purchasing a few things.
Yeah, because Funko's going out of business. But
no, but you know, we're kind of scaling back on those because I think we're going to start doing some cooler shit here.
Yeah,
coming up in the near future. And we've got a little tournament. That's all I'll say. A little tournament.
Little challenge.
A little challenge, if you will.
That's right.
Coming up here, it's gonna be about a month long.
Exactly.
So be on the lookout for that.
So sit in, get your popcorn, get your cheesecake.
We'll be live streaming it all.
Exactly.
It'll either be really fun or one of us will likely walk off the show. We don't know what'll happen yet.
Yeah, either way, you don't care. So
yeah.
So for this edition of Brainwreck, I've been Jason Ash.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been Brainwreck.